So one of the fastest ways of making consistent viable income is to create your own product and sell it. The problem is that not everyone has the time or the expertise to do that. You see, if you don't have your own product branded with your own name or your company name or your company brand, then you're leaving money on the table. Creating a video course is very time consuming unless you know the material really well and how to teach it. Because at the end of the day, even if you were to hire a voiceover artist, if the content itself isn't written really well, then it's going to become obvious to the buyer that they're not going to learn something, and what ends up happening is they are not going to buy from you. So your whole goal at the end of the day is to get people to come back, buy from you, consume the video course, really enjoy it, come back to you and over again, right? Fortunately, there are pre-made video products out there with private label rights, which is a right that allows you to reposition, rebrand with your own brand name or your own name. But here's the downside. 99% of the population buy these types of products with these rights and simply stamp their names on the product. And that's it. That used to work back in 2005. It doesn't work as effective right now. It may work for a week, it may work for a month or even a year, but it's not a long-term strategy. Looking like everyone else is the fastest way to fail and not make a lot of product. In fact, if you buy a product with private label rights, don't pay attention at all to the graphics. Pay attention to the quality of how it's taught and how it's voiced over. But if you're watching this video, you're likely to be the smart 1% of the population because you know you don't want to be like everybody else, all right? So you don't want to be competing with 1,000 people. You want to be competing with you and you alone. So in this video course, you're going to discover how to rebrand any private label rights video with a few simple tweaks so that you can begin running your own profit pulling machine on autopilot. And I guarantee that you will learn things in this video course that you would not otherwise learn anywhere else. You get access to a step-by-step video that shows you how to do it the right way from a private label rights expert that has seen what has worked and what has not worked. So this is from real experience and not theory. Here's a quick video's overview of what's inside this video course. Video number 1 is the introduction. We're going to talk about mindset. We're going to give you a quick overview, and we'll talk about what you need to have in hand. Video number 2, we'll talk about what everyone else does. In order to not do what everyone else does, you need to understand what everyone does, right? And video number 3, we're going to talk about the missing piece of the puzzle. Video number 4, we're going to talk about how to help. And these video 2 and 3 and 4 are the fundamental foundations before you can actually move on. And these will actually help you learn how to increase your profit. Video number 5, we're going to talk about voice reputation. So let's say, for example, that you bought a video course, but the guy speaking in the video course is a male, and you're a female. Or maybe you're in a different country. How do you go about branding yourself when the product creator or the person speaking does not sound like you? So this is a common concern that we've seen over the years, and this little trick here will really help you bypass everything without really having to recreate everything, which is what most people do. And there's nothing wrong with recreating, it's just, it takes time. So we want to give you the shortcuts that help you get up and running as quickly as possible. Video number 6, we're going to talk about intro logo stings. Video number 7, we're going to talk about the software required in order to edit your videos, how to add the intro logo stings to the beginning and the end, how to add the soundtracks and all of that. So we'll talk about different softwares that you can use. Video number 8, we'll talk about how to actually take what you learned in video number 6 and 7 and actually apply it. So that'll be practical application. And of course, last but not least, we'll talk about how to quickly render all those projects at a very fast pace. Most video editors out there require you to render, meaning it'll output the video one by one by one. Well, the software that we use will allow you to speed the process up. So if you have 10 videos and you need to render them as a MP4 file, an MP3 file, and maybe an HD and a flash, maybe 4 different formats, and you've got 10, that's 40 different files you're going to have to render. So if you're going to use most softwares out there, it's going to be one by one by one. But if you use the software that we recommend, there's a bulk rendering feature, which I haven't really seen anywhere else. There might be, but it's hard to find. So with that said, go ahead and grab this video course now and learn how to rebrand your private label rights video course so that you can start your profit pulling branding machine the right way.